Jamie Fiske.
Jamie Fiske.
Jamie Fiske. Jamie Fiske.
Doctors had predicted she'd die without a liver transplant.
The insurance company was adamant that they weren't going to cover it.
They assert that it's experimental.
She was on her last leg.
Could we do anything for her?
We were under the microscope.
That nationalized system needs to go into effect immediately.
So that when donor organs are available, the best possible recipient will be able to receive those.
It's astounding that one child has touched so many other lives.
Jamie was born Thanksgiving morning, 1981. About maybe 3 weeks or 4 weeks after she was born, we noticed that her eyes, the white parts of her eyes were turning yellow. And I remember the doctor coming out. He looked right at me, and without blinking an eye, he said, have you thought about having other children? She had a condition called biliary atresia. She's dying. She's not going to survive. And the only option was a liver transplant. Liver transplants in '82 were considered experimental.
This was the thing that drove me the most, to find a way that we could, in fact, transplant organs from one individual to another. Wouldn't this be wonderful if we could do it?
When we were approached by Jamie's parents, her skin was paper thin. You could see blood vessels everywhere. There had never been a successful liver transplant in a child that age.
The insurance company was just adamant that they weren't going to cover it. The ombudsman got on the phone with me and he said, I know what you're going through. And I said, Doug, you don't know what I'm going through. It's not your kid that's dying. What are you talking about?
Many families are put in a position where they feel like they have to get national publicity in order to get enough attention to get their child on the transplant list.
So we started a kind of a crash course in Media 101, reaching out to the assignment desks at New York City, ABC, CBS, and NBC. Got a little profile with Jamie's picture and sent it to them every single day. And we did the same thing with every single politician that we knew.
It was just something about Marilyn and Charlie. They made you want to help them.
And I think the media people that we dealt with were really good at teaching us how to talk, how to present stuff.
Very simply put, our daughter needs a liver transplant. Can somebody out there help us? You know, at the time, transplant stories really a rare occurrence.
Went back to the insurance company and they said, well, you have to understand, this is experimental. And I said, I don't want to say anything, but I've got Charlie Austin from Channel 4 who's sitting here only on one side of the conversation. Do you want to repeat that? And he hung up.
When I was asked to see her, here was this little, cute little thing, and she was as orange as a pumpkin.
I thought, oh my God, I hope we can find a donor for her. At that time, the organ procurement community was not established whatsoever. Most children with biliary atresia die before age 1. Jamie was 11 months when she came to the University of Minnesota. So she was on her last leg.
And I'm thinking, oh my God, we're in Minnesota, in a place we don't even know, we know nobody there, bringing Jamie to a group of strangers who have not operated on somebody that young.
We were under the microscope at the time.
Jamie's situation was extremely visible.
And so for Dr. Najarian, I said, the media, everybody's there. Everything's going to go to hell if she dies on the table. He said, of course, I know.
What if she died? Then you've got all this national media. Oh yeah, Dr. Najarian was the doctor to operate on. That's taking a huge risk. I got a call. Hi, this is Ted Kennedy. And I thought it was one of my friends kind of just tripping me. He said, no, he said, this is Senator Kennedy. He said, I understand you've been contacting my office about your daughter. What can I do? And I said, well, I don't know, Senator. Possibly I could get in front of the academy. He said, okay. 10 minutes later, Dr. Jennison calls me. Yeah, we're going to let you speak. I had a chance to address probably 300 pediatricians.
When Jamie was sick, I took you and I called you. When Jamie went to Children's Hospital in Boston, I trusted you. When she went to University Hospital in Minnesota, I trusted you as pediatricians. I know within 1 week, at least one person in this room here will see a trauma situation where possibly a donor liver could be identified. I ask you to keep your ears open. She is my sunshine, and I love her.
His plea to the American Academy of Peds was on the news. And a family in Utah whose child had died specifically requested that their child's liver be gifted to Jamie. You know, it's humbling to realize that this family were able to move beyond their own grief to be so generous. So that's why we got the call to go to Utah to take out that liver and bring it back.
It's the thing you want to have happen, but it's the thing you don't want to have happen. The last flight out of Boston was at 6:45. Then you feel helpless. There's nothing else to do. There's no place else to go, nobody else to call, nobody else to tell Jamie's story. That was probably the hardest. You want that operation to go forward, to take place, but it also may be the last day of her life.
I remember them coming in with the liver, and I was in and out of the OR at the time and talking to Marilyn and telling her along the way what was transpiring.
I think we heard about 5:30 yesterday that there was a possible donor. It's one of those times that you always wonder what it's going to be like when the time comes, and then the time comes and you do the next thing and you're with Jamie, and she was terrific. She played and laughed and did her peekaboo games right through all the pre-tests, and it was very tough on her mother and her father.
By the time I got the operation, we were just about finishing up.
No, I just want to find out what's going on. Jamie's doing.
I went upstairs, and within 15, 20 minutes, Dr. Najarian came out, and he said her liver was like a piece of petrified wood. He said, I don't think she would have lasted another day. He did buy her time. He did buy her time. And I think that's probably the most he could have said. I think we bought her another day.
Jamie Fiske of Boston received a new liver following a nationwide appeal by her parents.
Tonight, she's in the hospital's intensive care unit.
Her first birthday is November 26. What a birthday present to the Fiske family and the people in Massachusetts, people in the nation who have been pulling for her to make it.
Marilyn was feeding her Cheerios, and she grabbed them up and ate them. She said, this child is starving to death. You know, Jamie felt so good that she was hungry, and Marilyn had never experienced that with her.
Probably the most joy in my life with Jamie was we're able to discharge her for Christmas, and here this little pumpkin, she looked like a little pumpkin. Now it changed to just an absolutely delightful little lady.
And lo and behold, surprise to us all, she lived.
She was a poster child for successful transplantation in a pediatric patient and basic human generosity.
It's making a very strong impact, surprisingly so. It's a wonderful gesture for the family to do that, to family in their time of grief, to actually put a piece of their son into another child's body so that child can have a healthy and happy life.
She became kind of the basis of all of our work in transplantation from there on.
I got a call from Tennessee. I'm Al Gore. Would you be willing to come down and testify in front of my subcommittee
The last thing a family needs to do is come to their politician or come to the media for help. That nationalized system needs to go into effect immediately.
So that when donor organs are available anywhere in the United States, that the best possible recipient will be able to receive those.
It's astounding that one child has touched so many other lives.
If you mention Jamie Fiske, I can't help but smile.
And I said, I don't know, Dr. Najarian. I looked at those notes, and there was probably about 13 things that should have prevented you from operating on her. He looked right at me and he said, I took a chance, yeah, but I took a chance for Jamie. Well, right now, that's almost 40 years. So he bought more than a day.
How old are you going to be, Jamie, in November?
November 26.
26, that's